like and subscribe.
Okay. Did Mark Ass Brownlee get a robot for hands-on? Dude, I've been waiting to see this for like a while, man. Right.
Okay. We have to have a conversation about this. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done just like an old school, straight to camera rant video, but this has been all over my timeline lately, so I feel like I have to. So meet Neo, potentially the most
Did he not? Wait, what?
futuristic product we've ever seen. This thing is—
Come on, dude. You could spare 20k, dude. What the hell? Does someone have like hands-on? Wait, I'm gonna let this play while I search.
humanoid robot, 5'6", 66 pounds, 4-hour battery life, self-charging, and it lives in your house. It's finally here. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's for doing chores.
What? Oh, I'm gone. Can you f it? No. Ah.
Has the same dexterity as a human because it's shaped just like a human, walks around on 2 legs, has 10 fingers. It can fold laundry and put it away for you, or it can do the dishes for you from start to finish and then put everything away. It can go around and water the plants outside or inside on a perfect schedule, and it never forgets a single plant. And then it'll go around and vacuum and tidy up the house if anything gets left out. It always knows where everything is. It can find the TV remote, and it'll basically actively do all the chores that you know you have to do, but you don't actually want to do. And when it's done, it goes back to its little docking spot and charges itself.
Docking, dude. Okay, I can't find shit, man. There's like nothing on it. I'm not gonna click the Wall Street Journal because fuck that place, man. I want to see like an actual thing. God damn it, dude.
So 1X Robotics just introduced their new AI humanoid robot companion, and we have to talk about it. So this is the new robot.
Dude, do people just... Okay.
Imagine going out for the day of work and coming back a few hours later and everything's done. All the chores are finished. Every single time, every day, you never have to do chores again. That's amazing. Or maybe let's say you have mobility issues. This thing can sort of act as a personal assistant in a lot of ways. These are things that represent massive value for a lot of people. And it's available to order.
I don't know, dude. If you need like help moving around and shit, I'll be honest, if I needed help moving around, like maybe I was like partially blind or something, I'm not picking this robot, dude. I'm getting a dog. Dude, dude, any freaking day I'd prefer a dog over this, unless in the future it's like more advanced, maybe.
Now this is available to order. This feels like it could be the best tech announcement of all time in 2025, except this isn't real. And I mean that in the most...
What? What do you mean this is not real? Am I awake? Wait, what do you mean this is not real?
Literal way possible. This is not real. First of all, it's a pre-order. So you can go to this website right now and...
Is it a scam? Is it all fake? Is that why there's no like hands-on... Wait, what about the Nvidia collab? Was that all fake? Oh my god, was I right? Was I right about the whole like, oh, maybe this is all AI shit? I remember specifically saying that when we were watching like all the videos. Wait, wait.
You can pick between 3 colors, and then it's either $500 a month subscription for a standard delivery, or you can pay a flat $20,000 to own it outright and get priority delivery. Just drop a $200 fully refundable deposit to get in line today, and deliveries in the US start sometime next year. And that's just allegedly. We don't know when it's actually going to ship. Now, to be clear, it's not actually the price that I have a big problem with. Like, I know these numbers seem eye-popping on paper, but this is a first-generation bleeding-edge humanoid robot assistant. Like, I never thought that this would be cheap, and also there isn't really competition yet. So you got to imagine the target audience is going to be people whose time is worth more than the money they're spending on it. Like, this is for people who the idea of saving a few hours on chores every week so that they can use that time to make more money actually makes logical sense. Like, people really think like that. It's for early adopters.
Oh, for me, more time to read manga. More time to watch anime. More time to play Warframe.
It's for people who want to spend however much they think it's worth on this brand new novel thing.
Star Citizen, I don't know.
My issue with this product is the gap between what it's actually capable of today and what they're promising as they take your money today. Like, I think
I feel that. I remember specifically saying that it seems very limited in the cleaning thing. Maybe they only showed that because it can only clean that much. Because I'll be honest, wait, I did say it. I did say it in the previous video. I literally said the first iteration is going to be dog shit. It's going to be shit. So no, don't buy it. So this is the first iteration. We should wait, man. We should wait. Because in my mind, I'm like, this kind of makes sense. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. You can have a robot right now, but it makes sense though. But it makes sense with like how kind of shitty it is. It's not perfect. I know it can't fucking just clean everything. I know it can't hand wash dishes. I don't know, man. To be honest, it seems like an expensive button pusher.
when people watch a video like this, they expect that this robot has some sort of built-in artificial intelligence that allows it to recognize objects and navigate around on its own and learn your house and be productive for those hours while you're gone. And that, I think, would be a reasonable thing to get out of watching that video, because that's what it's designed to show. That's what you're supposed to feel. That's the dream. But that's not actually what's happening. So Joanna Stern, the legend, she did a video with this Neo robot also this week where the company showed her.
Oh. Maybe we should have watched it. I just hate Wall Street Journal. I think it's just shit, man.
All the things that it could do. And turns out 100% of things that they showed her were remotely controlled by a human in another room wearing a VR headset with controllers. That's not exaggerating. 100% of the...
Okay, so what they're promising is in the future there'll be software updates. That's what they're planning on. They're planning on software updates to have this all automatic. You know what this reminds me of? What's that one AI thing where people were like, someone made like an AI fucking app or some shit, but it turns out that the queries are being answered by Indians. There's no AI. It's just humans.
The stuff they showed her. The carrying things around, the loading up the dishwasher. I mean, look at this thing.
His finger. What happened to his finger, dude?
Yeah, all of this is
Wow, $20,000. Wait, now hold on. Now, what if this solves long-term relationships? Long-distance relationships. Hear me out now. Hear me out, right? Your partner has one, okay? So you can control it over distances, right? What if you both have one and you like kind of take it in turns, you know? To like, you know, I mean, plus if you have one on your own, I mean, you can like solo, you know,
operated. And this was a demo set up by this 1X company. So this is like best case scenario stuff. And I see a lot of people defending this robot online, like, oh, no, there's probably other things that it can do autonomously. They just didn't show her yet. Really? You don't think they would show her the best stuff that this...
True. They when it comes to like marketing and stuff, they're gonna show the best thing, which I still think, I mean, you know, dude, they could market this like that. They could market this. Oh my God. They could market it like this. Like have like a video call thing. Have a video call. Dude, add the screen to the face, right? And have some sort of way to like do a video call in VR chat with like two of them, and then like you hug the other person. They're like, oh honey, I can't wait to come back from Germany, you know, stuff like that. And then you're like, no, it's fine. Honey, could you sing like whatever, or can you read our daughter a bedtime story or some shit, and something like that, man. Dude, hire me, dude. This company's fucking hire me, man. Hire me. This company needs my genius, dude. Oh my God, out of my brain.
Could do autonomously to keep selling the dream. If
I'm just so smart, dude.
To their credit, you'll notice that they actually are very careful to label exactly when the robot is doing something autonomously and not teleoperated. And in that whole nearly 10-minute video, there's exactly 2 scenes that have this label. There's the get the door command.
Get the door, please.
Where the robot walks over to the door because someone's coming up. It grabs the handle, waits for the guest, and then pulls the door.
That's funny because when I watched it, I was like, they mentioned that there'll be like some guy, a technician that would like look around the house, clean shit, and help help Neo like clean stuff. I had no idea that's the main thing. I had no idea that was the bread and butter, and the AI fucking autonomous shit was later. Okay.
Door open and fumbles backwards a little bit, kind of like a toddler, to let them inside. And then there's
VTubers would be after this so fast. True meet and greet, but VTubers have this robot go instead of them, and then they can hug the fans. They don't have to smell how disgusting their fans are. You know, type shit. And they could just tape like an iPad on there. They can hug the fans, and the fans, dude, they'll do it, man. Just watch, man. You just watch.
The put away the dishes command, where the robot toddles over to the person, recognizes the harmless, not glass, empty cup in its hand, grabs it, and then walks away with it. Cool. No, seriously, that's actually pretty.
Oh, I did not recognize that. It says autonomous at the bottom. So those are the 2 spots that it does that.
Away with it. Cool. No, seriously, that's actually pretty impressive. Even if I could already today unlock the door with my Google Home and a smart lock with just my voice, there is something at least a little bit futuristic about a humanoid robot going to do that. That's part of
true
doing it autonomously. But then that also means that everything else happening in this video and everything else we've ever seen this Neo robot do, we can safely assume is remote controlled. So the gap between...
Yeah, Marley, I'd be careful using that term now. I mean, this might be quote unquote fake, but we're already advancing, man. Soon though, you might be fucked, dude. They might check your logs, you know. And luckily, they'll see that I'm more racist against humans than robots. So I think I'm chilling.
Product can actually do today, and what it can maybe hopefully do someday in the ideal future it is massive. They are massively far apart. And so that's really my main issue. There seems to be a bit of a lost art in waiting for a tech product to be actually finished.
True.
Announcing and unveiling it. Like, do you remember?
Because they're heavily leaning in towards okay, we'll definitely, most of these things, the autonomous thing is going to be software updates. Okay, just wait for that. They want the funding so much. Like, they're probably running out of funding. That's probably why they're doing this shit, to be honest. Just the VR control is wild. True, they could market it that way. Dude, I'm telling you, if they market it like, you know, like some long distance thing where like the father, even like family friendly, like the father's away and he's controlling the robot and stuff, dude, we can have mecha fights. What's that? Something Steel. What's that movie? Broken Steel? Is it Broken Steel? It's something Steel. No. What's that movie with Hugh Jackman? Real Steel, dude. Yes. Real Steel. Jesus. Yes. They need to do this. Was it Robot Wars? Bro, it looks like Neo. Wait. They look like Neo, dude. Come on, man. You got this. They can do that easily.
Remember when tech companies would unveil a brand new tech product that they've been working on and then do a demo, and then the next slide was like, this thing is going on sale tomorrow or next week?
True, that's what we're thinking. It's all VR stuff. There's no AI in it. It's just a shell, dude. And you're the ghost in the shell. You know, like that hit series, Ghost in the... Okay.
Something like that. And that hype would carry right into the buying cycle. You remember that? That was sick. But now, in this age of all of these AI products, it's like there's this thing where you end up selling the dream before you sell the actual product.
True.
And that is dangerous. Like, the promise of AI is so huge and so massive and magnificent and awesome, but is also so clearly not done yet that you end up with stuff like the Humane Pin, or even the Rabbit R1, for example, or heck, even
Oh, the rabbit. Oh, yeah. Right now, it's solving no problems. It doesn't solve any problems. Like you said, he can probably like voice command open his door in like a smart house. Like you don't need a robot to like make its way there, dude.
an Apple Intelligence, where you have these big promises, but
Those that want to save up for two. Okay, you two are fucking. Okay, man.
the capabilities are still over here.
Why do I feel like if it were to happen, you two would fucking use it? You two would actually. Okay, no man.
Well, the promise is all the way over here. And I'm trying to figure out why they do that. And I think really there's two main reasons. And believe it or not, I think Tesla self-driving is a really perfect parallel example for a lot of this stuff. In order for this robot to be everything people want it to be, they need to develop a super smart AI system that
Sup, Mr.
through the
Cat?
robot sensors
How
and
you
is
doing, man?
able to learn its environment and recognize everything it's looking at and teach itself to navigate that environment and perform tasks. It has to learn what a laundry room is and what the laundry looks like and how to fold each type of clothing. And it needs to learn what cups and forks and glasses are and how to pick them up. And it has to be adaptable to all these different sizes and shapes and materials and things of all these household objects. So that when the user asks for it to do something, just like, hey, Neo, vacuum the living room when I'm gone, or something like that. Then
Hey Neo, I got this maid outfit. Like, Donna, do you wanna?
Neo can go, okay, I know where the living room is. I know where the vacuum is. I know how to use the vacuum, where the handle's at, like how much battery life I have, how much I need to vacuum the whole living room. I know not to knock over lamps or certain objects in there. And even the laundry folding thing, like just that requires a ton of training data, or at least some way to understand all these different shapes of shirts and jackets and hoods and vests and all sorts of things and hooks and hangers and what gets folded, what gets dry cleaned, all these different things. And the list just goes on and on. And like, what if one of the tasks is going and getting the right medication for an elderly person and bringing it to them? That it has to get that right. Like, it needs to identify the correct medication at the right time and the right intervals and bringing it to them like that.
I said it in the previous video. I don't think we should, at this point, we should not allow this janky ass first generation robot slave thing be the judge of when we take our like prescription drugs. I don't know, man. I don't think that's a good thing, man. I'm just saying.
That is one of a ton of
Like, you don't need an AI to tell you, man. You can just set a timer. I think you can set an alarm. I think that'll be fine.
household objects that it has to specifically get really good at. Now, in the self-driving car world, no matter what you think of them, Tesla's definitely a leader here, and they've had a pretty clever approach to trying to work on this problem. Because their problem is their robots on wheels need to learn all of these possible variations and ways to navigate situations that could happen on the road and how to get around them. Traffic cones, construction zones, weird lane markings, etc., etc. So, with their millions of cars already on the road.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, legally, did he fuck himself over legally by filming himself, use his phone? But, like, he's in a self-driving mode. Is it still illegal, though? Right? It has to be that he's on his phone whilst driving. That's... I don't know how fucked that is. That seems...
They have slowly, very slowly, let people turn on this beta self-driving feature in small stages in their cars while instructing people to keep their hands on the wheel, of course, so that they can slowly start to gather information from people willing to beta test. And so those cars will encounter and navigate all sorts of situations for the first time, and then the second time, and then the fifth time, and then the 100th time. And all of this data can go back into the system to help all these cars learn and get better. And now at this point, this is like their primary advantage, is they have millions and millions of miles of training data from people beta testing for Tesla. It's a robotics challenge. It's an AI challenge. But yeah, they're essentially using early adopters to beta test to make the systems for the eventual masses. And now this home AI robot challenge is essentially the same thing, but in people's homes, which is potentially way more variable.
Dude, I'm actually gonna mute it now. I swear I'm gonna mute it. Why I'm lowering that there. I'm lowering the sound. Jesus Christ, man.
Like, cars have to
I'm gonna crash the fuck out right now.
Stick to what's on the road and mostly are operating in a 2D plane. Well, there's obviously different story. People's houses are
Hydrating. I see that.
All sorts of objects and different shapes and types of them, and a million different variables just with household objects. And maybe you could argue that the stakes of self-driving cars are a little higher because of all the safety risks, and if it messes up, someone could die. Maybe that doesn't happen as often with the home AI robot, but then again, if it gets someone's medication wrong, it's still pretty important. So I think the point here is you don't get to make this awesome, perfect home robot without all of this information. And so they need the training data. And so they go right back to early adopters. So people who press that order now button first and who actually, I guess, get one of these when they start to ship them, will get a robot that can probably do a few simple things autonomously, like opening doors, but there will be many things it can't do.
No, that's scary, man. If you're learning how to automatically open my door, I am chaining you up at night, dude. I don't No, there's no way I'm having this in my house, man. When you can have quote unquote technicians like remote connect to it. I'm sorry, but like I don't, dude, if you can allow someone to remote connect into your PC, then fair play. I'm with you that you would allow this robot in your house, man. But if that sounds weird, yeah, that's.
And for that,
why would you let this, man?
You scroll down on their website, you can see there's expert mode, which is when you have something the robot can't yet do, and you schedule one of their teleoperating employees to look through the sensors into your home and do the task so that the robot can learn from it. And this is something that they've
You know what this is? You practically bought a pseudo slave because you bought the robot, but it can only do basic shit. So now they can remotely connect into the robot and help you do like those tasks and clean up. You basically turn that quote unquote technician into your fucking personal servant / slave. You bought a human being. Modern day slavery. Except they're paid. So install the software inside the robot needs to data of your house. Yeah, it's in the future. I definitely know that there would be AIs that would just learn all this shit offline. That you'd buy a robot that would be completely offline, and it would just learn how to do like daily chores and stuff. Because I'm not trusting some rando like being able to connect in, man. No, thank you, dude.
Pretty directly said that they expect early adopters to be totally cool with. Like, go watch Joanna's video. I'll link it below the like button. She basically grills the CEO about all this stuff. And he's kind of just like, yeah, if you want to be on the bleeding edge of this, like, we'll probably blur faces and maybe let you geo-fence certain areas of your house. But yeah, that'll be one of the things that they allow you to do. So look, there are certain industries where pre-ordering something that's not finished yet is actually normal behavior.
Well, your privacy, yeah.
Smartphones now. This happens in video games. It even happens a bit with cars these days, although sometimes that can even go too far. But now with all these AI products coming out now, it's resulted so many more times in this strategy.
That's the robot to sword fight with you. What do you mean by that? What do you mean sword fight? Molly? You okay? Sword fight, huh? Sure, man.
Have to announce the product way before it's done. And they end up putting out this thing that is just nowhere near the dream. And that's how you get, we talked about the humane pin. Doesn't that sound
this
familiar?
Was
like
so
getting
dumb.
Announced with such a high potential ceiling and promising that this could maybe be a post-smartphone world type of gadget. But it was just absolutely not good when it came out. And not enough people were willing to beta test something with that miserable of an experience. And then the Rabbit R1, like I said, that's another one. And, they are surviving and they're improving, but absolutely with those early adopters.
They're promising too early.
$20,000, 5'6" humanoid that wanders around your house and does chores. Like, are there really
5'6"? Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm not trusting a machine that's the same height as me. Walking around, dude.
You think that are willing to spend that amount of money and know that they're going to have to potentially give up some pretty serious privacy and are basically going to be a beta tester for some.
Get me a taller one, man. Get me a 6'4" tall machine.
No number of years to hopefully maybe someday achieve that dream. Some of those people are out there, but is there enough of those people? You know, I don't know. I clearly don't know. And I think a lot of other people don't know. There are obviously a lot of potential downsides to this robot. You know, it's too small and weak to carry anything super heavy. It's also too slow and a bit too clumsy, it looks like, to do anything really serious. And it requires inviting a ton of remote viewable cameras and microphones into your house. And it could also fall over and have a hard time getting up. And also, just like the self-driving car, there are a number of situations where the robot getting enough things wrong could be dangerous. Like even like just the medication stuff that I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Or even it just clumsily dropping something made of glass or any other various potentially dangerous household situation.
Yeah. The robot just accidentally slips and like plants a knife into your stomach. Whoops. I'm sorry, sir. Let me move. Jesus.
And also, I'm not even sure it has to be human shaped, but that's another argument for another video. But the upside clearly is the dream.
Can we destroy this company? Please, for the love of God, don't buy this robot. I want this company down. I want this company gone. I want a different company to deal with this. Oh my God, destroy this company. There's no way this... I just can't. I just can't. Oh my God, I just realized this is not autonomous. It's a guy in VR, man. It is a guy in VR actually doing these actions. Dude, if I was there at Wall Street Journal, I would run to that guy and punch him in the balls.
But the upside, clearly, is the dream.
Really, dude? Really? Really? Fire this guy. I can't, dude. I just can't.
Dream. Like Rosie the robot from the Jetsons type of dream. A personal assistant that seamlessly goes around your house and quietly does all the stuff that you don't want to do, and does it better and faster as time goes on, and does it in quiet hours of the night. The point is, this is the new AI promise problem that we have. It's not just this product in this company. This is, you know, the most visible one on
global warming.
Right? All these AI products are promising the world way, way before they have a product that's ready to actually show anyone and take money for it. And theoretically, this is what we want AI to do, right? It's not just like AI generated videos and slop and random copyright infringement. Like, we want it to be doing actually useful, productive stuff. That's not the issue. It's just the gap. The gap, that's the issue. And closing that gap is so hard. And you know, this is one of the obvious examples. Like, the people that would benefit most from the ideal version of this robot, like the elderly or people with disabilities, are the least likely to become early adopters.
True.
So, it's tough.
They're not going to be excited about it. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, sex sells, man. Sex sells. They could have marketed this a lot better, in my opinion.